Are you thinking about relocating to West Houston in 7 days, 7 weeks, or 7 months from now? You're not sure? Today, we are going to visit one of the #1 master plan community in West Houston. It is Bridgeland. If you did not know, it is located in Cypress, which is about 28.9 miles of downtown Houston. Bridgeland has a brand new sections that has been open. The inauguration date is supposed to be sometimes at the end of May. It is called the Prevalent Village. This new section has so many amenities, just like Bridgeland North. So we are going to take tours. We are going to talk about what's going on in these brand new sections in Bridgeland. If you are new to this channel, my name is Rose Dunn. I am a realtor here in the state of Texas. In this channel, it is where I talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. We take home tour, and I love receiving text message, email, and phone call from people like you who's thinking about relocating to Houston, and I love being a part of it. And subscribe and stay until the end of the video, because we are going to talk about what it is actually take for us to win our offers for people that are not looking for new construction. Okay guys, so let's talk about Prairieland home site. So how many builders are currently in the list of building home in Prairieland? So when I look at the list, they have about 23 builders who are scheduled to build home throughout Prairieland Village, and Prairieland will be about 7,000 home site, like single family home that is without apartment complex and without 55 or older. So this is just for single family. So this section will have about 7,000 homes with approximately 23 builders, and you have home sites started at the 40-foot until 80-foot. So when the higher you go in the foot sections, the higher the price bucket. So if you want to build a custom home, you want to build a home around the lake, so you will have a chance to do that with the luxury builders that are building on the 80-foot lot. So if you are to buy a home in the luxury side. So let's talk about amenity. What type of amenity you see in Prairieland? Is the amenity the same as Bridgeland North? Will you be able to enjoy? The answer to that, it is yes. You will be surrounded by nature. So the theme for that section, it is actually a theme of nature. So the villages will be named after different butterflies of Texas. So you will depend on which sections you will be living. So you will be enjoy a lot of nature walk, trail, there is a lot of park, there is a barbecue pit. If you are someone who love canoeing, you love boating, kayaking, so you will be able to enjoy all of that in Prairieland Village. We are here at the 45-foot sections because they don't have any more 40-foot sections available. So the best price for these sections, you're looking at those homes that was built by Perry, Chestnut, and Coventry. Those homes in these sections, they are around the 500, 515, 520 price point. The base price for those homes, when you go to the model home, they are in the 489. But by the time you do some of the upgrades, so you're looking at depends on how much upgrade you do, you will be in the 500. What a $520,000 can give you in Prairieland Village. Okay guys, so we are here at another section. This is a Highland Home. This beautiful two-story house. It is 2,200 square feet. It is 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath. It is a two-story with 42-inch cabinet with all the upgrade. And this home is actually listed for 520. So if you want to move in 9 days from now, this house will be ready for you. So because the 9 days is to give the title company some time to get the process rolling. But if you want to move sooner, hey, the title company always have time. They will make it work. So if you want to move in 3 days, this house is ready for you. Anyway, but I wouldn't have advised 3 days. So if you want to do an inspection, so you want to have some time to do an inspection. But if you want to waive inspection, so hey, you are welcome to do so. But then again, so I am gonna go look at another house. It is currently listed for 530. It is on the same street. This house is a little bit bigger than the first one. So this home is actually 2,300 square feet. The lot size is about 6,000. It is a 4 bedroom. As you can see, it is 4 bedroom with 3 bath, and with also with 42-inch cabinet. And I don't know if you guys notice how they do the front a little bit different with the curve. If you want to have a couple of chairs, you want to decorate. So this Prevalent Village, they design a little bit a little bit different compared to Bridegland North. Or if you take tour with me in Bridegland, where we're looking at the shoreline, where those houses were different. So these two houses were built by Highland Home. They are still available. So if you want, if you don't want to wait, because the current wait time for new constructions, you're looking at between 7 to 8 months. The builder are not giving you a timeline because we still in need of supplies. So they tell you this is the approximate date, and if things move faster, you will move faster in your home. But if there is delay, and something that I find out, the builders are not doing like price changes like they were doing at the beginning. So if you get under contract for a home, the builder will accept that price regardless. If the price increase and the supplies, the home price will be increased. So the builder are not doing that anymore. I think that is a good thing. It's a great plus, because I have seen contract where several builders are putting clause that says if the price increase, then your home price might increase. And that is the reason why a lot of builders selling inventory house, which is kind of like in the phase 5, phase 10, where the home is already, all the upgrade, everything that need to be done in the home, it is already been done. So your price will not increase regardless. But if you want dirt to build, there is some builder that are doing dirt to build, and they are still honoring the price also, if that's what you want. It's always good to ask questions, and I know you want to do things your way. A lot of people think that, okay, going to a builder without a realtor, they're going to get a better deal. I guarantee you, no, you are not going to get a better deal. Remember, the salesperson and the builders, they are working for the builders. When you go to the design center, all those people are hired by the builders. So, and it's not going to cost you anything up front to have your own realtor working for you. So when you have your own realtor working for you, then if you are an out of state, then I can go and take tour and looking at how things are going with your home, and you will have peace of mind. This is it for our home tour. Let's talk about the current market, the state of the market. And so for people that are currently in the market, you do not want to buy a new construction, you will rather get a resale. So here's how we have been sending offers for clients. The way we do it for a resale home, so when we send the contract, most of the contract, let's say you are currently pre-qualified for, let's say, about 530,000. So you are approved for that. So what we do, we're looking at homes that are in the 500 price range, and then when we send the offer, we will send the offer over asking price. And depends on the neighborhood, depends on the size of the home, and depending the conditions of the home, offers will go between 10% all the way to 20% of the list price. And sometimes we waive the appraisal contingency. If you have the funds, we waive the appraisal contingency, and then we waive the inspection contingency. When I say waive inspection contingency, you don't necessarily waive the inspections fully. We do have an inspection. It's just that in the contract we say you will not required for the seller to do any repair, so you will buy the home exactly the way it is, but you still want to do an inspections to make sure things are accurate and things are in proper working conditions, if that's what you really want to do. So the next thing we will do in a contract to get our offer accepted, we try to be as creative as much as we can. So if you are a buyer under 500,000, you are a buyer in the 300, like 250, 300 price range, you might send like 5, 10, 15 offers and your offer is not accepted. That's because there is people that are sending cash offer, and also there is people that are sending higher offer than what you can afford. So just be patient and keep in mind, real estate is an investment, so it's not an asset, as if you want to look at it that way. So if you are a first-time home buyer, see it as an investment, because most people, they don't live in their dream home when they first purchase a home. They buy a starter home and then they move in the dream home. So let's talk about school for this particular sections. So if you are going to be in Prairieland, so you have to keep that in mind. You will be part of Waller ISD. I know in a previous video that I make for Hockley, where I talk about the school being a grade B and some of the school being a grade C. Bridegland have the land where they will build their own school inside the community. So if you are worried that, okay, your kids is going to be suffered, keep in mind, the more involved you are in your school educations, the better they get, the better your student will do. And also it's good for parents to be involved in PTA meeting and a lot of other activities. So of course there is the sports center in Bridegland. So if you want your kids to play like soccer and you want them to do jiu-jitsu school, you have all of that in front of the subdivisions. So I don't know if there is anything else I did not cover. Ask questions under this video, email me, text me. Then again, subscribe and follow, guys. And then as we are going to keep looking around this beautiful new sections in Bridegland. So thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you for staying until the end of the video. If you have a buyer fatigue, because a lot of buyers that are sending offers, they are getting tired, be patient, talk to your realtor and revise your strategy on how you sending out your offer, so your offer can get accepted. So thank you for watching, guys. Until next time, goodbye.